How to transmute failure to success. This is a great lesson that I've just started to learn from my own mistakes that I've been making on my journey so far. Such as on my habit tracker here, quite often when it comes to my sleep, I miss these days pretty oftenly, which is just when I mess up and get too distracted. My thoughts spiral out of control and I get into overthinking, which messes up my plans for the day, messes up how I feel about myself. My self-worth goes down, my energy levels go down, and it's just something that really brings me down every single time that I mess up. Like on my first habit tracker here, I've been getting it wrong occasionally, and to be honest, it has brought down my mood so far. Like I've been a bit more distracted in this video. I don't really have as much motivation or fulfillment in it just yet, but I'm just going to stick with what I've got right now and just explain to you how I'm going to solve this problem, because this is actually a problem that you may have as well, where something goes wrong and it just really robs you of your freedom, whether it's how good you feel about yourself, the motivation that you have for the day, or anything else that is really meaningful. If you lose something like that, you need to take it back. And I'm going to show you how. And the first step is, from my own experience, whenever I got something wrong with my sleep habit, I would actually transmute my anger to actually aggressively be productive and get everything done for the rest of the day. Make sure that I do the hardest workout possible. Make sure that I lock in and become as focused as possible and become as productive as possible, so that I can live a day that is extremely relaxing and as enjoyable as possible. And use that anger as extra energy to transform your energy levels. It's simple enough, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now. As soon as I realised that deep within my heart, my intuition knew for a fact that's exactly what I need to do, especially when expressing this message to you. And that's exactly what I need to do. Apply the advice that I give, and after that, that's just the main part of it. Turn your aggression into energy. Like higher energy, higher motivation, higher discipline, whatever it may be. Make sure that you get aggressive about it. And after that, that's just for the short term. I need to move on to the long term, because I'm not really consistent with my habits just yet. Let me show you again. With my sleep, I've been getting it wrong. And I haven't been consistently for like 7 days in a row or anything like that. I need to focus on consistency in the long term. I've been doing it quite pretty well. I've been getting better at it, but I don't want to be consistently getting 1% better. That's too slow for me. I need to actually shoot for the stars, and to do that, I need to meditate more often, because that will clear my mind. Like that's one of the habits that I've adopted to do. Meditation at night. Like, it's just a new habit that will help me out even more, and more importantly is become the ideal version of myself. What would the ideal version of myself do to actually become consistent with my sleep habit, my sleep schedule? And what he would actually do is to become as relaxed as possible when sleeping. Again, this goes back to meditation, but seriously enjoy your sleep. Relax as much as possible. And as soon as he wakes up, as soon as he knows that he's awake, programs his mind instantly. Programs his subconscious mind instantly for success, so that he's more consistent, especially when it comes to his sleep schedule. So he's more productive, more disciplined, more whatever it is. And you need to ask yourself this question as well. What would the ideal version of yourself do in that situation where you're trying to get consistent with a habit, or you're trying to bring your hopes up, whatever it may be? That's exactly what we need to do. is step into the shoes of what your ideal version of yourself would do. That problem doesn't really bother him because he actually knows how to solve it. He'll have that self-confidence, that self-assurance. He's extremely convinced that he will solve it instantly. He hates that problem, don't get him wrong, but he knows for a fact, naturally, he will solve the issue. Though that's the type of thinking that we need to do. And I'm glad that I'm learning this early so I can actually make more progress on my self-improvement journey. And this goes into manifestation as well. Whenever you don't see something manifest, just relax, man. Just relax. This helps you to detach from the outcome. Just relax. You will become the ideal version of yourself right here, right now. When you decide to, then you will naturally achieve it. You wouldn't even want it anymore because you know for a fact that you're so dedicated to the process only. The process is his mission. Keep thinking like that. Keep brainstorming those creative ideas. The more time and effort you put into this, the more rewards and results you will reap from it afterwards. Because together we will win.